And we're back. In the last part of this Uber recording session, Vermeer happened, and Melinda Shepard had to make the tough decision to leave Ashley behind to die in order to rescue Caden. We talked to a few people about it, but yeah. Shepard lost her best friend now. And we have to report back to the Council, so let's get to it.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udina wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his geth.
So, the Council finally managed to get off their ass and actually do something. Well, it's about damn time.
Took them long enough. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, behind the dreadnoughts. Would probably be a better place, since we are a stealth ship. I think the frame rate hates these Normandy landing on a planet loading screens, by the way. That's the conclusion I've come to with how they behave.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
What the fuck? That's all you're doing?
You think a blockade's gonna stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
Send me after him, you idiots.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
You want to be talking to your STG captain about that. It was his decision, you idiots.
We have the situation under control.
You do not have anything under control. You idiots.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble
Why,
than you're
you
worth.
son of a
You
bitch!
bastards! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine.
Yeah,
We've
well,
locked out all
as
the
Ashley
Normandy's primary
said at the
systems
start of the
until
game,
further notice you're grounded.
I hate politics. Why, you son of a bitch!
Nobody stabs me in the back, Udina. Nobody.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave,
Yeah.
Commander.
You
This no
better
longer
watch
concerns
your
you.
back,
The Council can
Udina.
handle this, with my help, of course.
I won't forget this. Yeah, I'm not gonna forget this, Udina. You'd better be watching your back. What's Shepard doing there? I never could figure that out.
Commander, are you alright? I'm sure there's a way to appeal. We're under Alliance authority, after all, not the Council.
Yeah, I tried already. No luck, I'm afraid.
Official channels are closed. They were quite clear about that.
Closed. And we're supposed to accept that. So where do you think the best view
Yeah,
would be when
apparently
the
getting
regions roll
Kelly
through?
to
We have
hack
sit
into
it
an
out, may
official
as well get
channel
a
is
good
not
seat.
an option. This isn't over yet.
We lost the battle, not the war. I'll figure something out.
If I can be of any help, let me know. I hope I'm not out of line saying that.
that just looks so funny for some reason. Stop being so precious, goof.
You always this cautious with a sure thing.
Yeah, I always leave a way out. You know that. I'm here for you, but we're in a rough spot, and the last thing I want to do is muddy things. If it's all that clear to start with, are we the pride of the fleet or not? Are we valued agents or just peons?
Guess it depends on... Nah, there you go with that stuff again.
Can't just pull out a good old-fashioned, it'll be alright, can you?
It's that easy, huh? Okay then. Everything will be fine, Shepard. You'll figure it out.
That wasn't so hard, now was it?
I could get used to it. I guess we have some downtime to figure out what we are.
And figure out how I can get away with punching Udina in the face and breaking half the bones in his body for being such a goddamn jackass.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from
God
Captain Anderson.
damn it, Joker. You pick the worst times to interrupt.
Are you spying on us, Joker?
No, ma'am. Just knew you were on the ship and figured I'd pass the message on. The captain said to meet him at Flux, that club down in the wards.
Well, I guess you better go then.
Okay. We will take Caden and... Let's see, we'll take Caden and... Liara. We don't actually need a combat squad for
Equalizing
this mission on the
interior
Citadel,
pressure
but
with
still.
exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Sorry, Commander. The Normandy's locked down. Ambassador Udina gave the order.
Yeah, well, just so you know, Mechanic, Ambassador Udina's orders are worth less than the contents of a toilet to me right now. So you might want to stop listening to them. Because I'll do that as soon as possible. So yeah, we're gonna go and visit Anderson and do a couple of side quests that there are on the Citadel at this point.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently.
Yeah,
Technicians
that
are
was me.
reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do.
Yeah, if you don't want
CSEC is
Shepard
investigating the
overloading
possible
your
vandalism or
computer
misuse
systems,
of public
don't
property.
store an AI in them that wants to blow up organics when it gets caught and steals credits. Don't store a megalomaniacal AI in your computer systems if you don't want them to get blown up. That's the moral of this story. Yes, ward locations. Let's see. Med clinic. As it's easier to get to the couple we want from there. Oh, great. It's these guys.
You're the Spectre, right?
Yeah, if I remember right from the Codex, Terra Firma are basically a bunch of human-centric racist bastards. So they're basically a less extreme and more unstable version of Cerberus.
Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
Yeah.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
Okay, we are going to investigate things.
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest.
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
If that's what you've learned, then you're an idiot.
I thought the lesson of the First Contact War was that there's other life in the galaxy and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
What happened at the mass relay was a misunderstanding. If you saw a child about to touch a gun, wouldn't you stop them?
I'd pull them away, yes. I wouldn't shoot them dead.
Yeah. He has a point, but still, these guys are kind of assholes.
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
Yes, I do. So glad that you noticed that. It's my favorite part of the career, after all.
I don't know Terra Firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
It's a good theory, but these people are making it sound like a racial issue.
I can't deny that some of our supporters have extreme views, but our platform is also supported by economists, sociologists, and medical professionals.
Yeah. You're trying to use the fact that people who aren't racist support it as an excuse. That's not an excuse.
But you don't do anything to curtail the racist comments of your members.
Of course not, Commander. Whether I disagree with them or not, they have the right to express their opinion.
They're still being racist and going to cause problems with these... Hang on. Apologies about that, everyone. There's someone knocking on my door. Not even sure what that was about. I have someone knocking on my door, and I check and there's no one there, but anyways. Yeah. Most of your people are still racist. I'm afraid that I have to say my opinion on this is that the appeasers are right. We need to work with aliens and not make them the enemy.
Sorry, I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shan-Shi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
Peace in our time, huh? I'm pretty sure that's that's a pre-World War II appeasement reference. In fact, I'm positive it is. But yeah, I'm not seeing the connection between the two situations, I'm afraid. And you make it sound like something like Shan-Shi could happen again. That makes no sense at all. Like, at that time, we didn't even know there were aliens to garrison against. Yeah, our defenses were all theories against something we might encounter. Think about what you're suggesting for a second and you'll realize how ludicrous it is.
The occupation of Shan-Shi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison again.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shan-Shi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
Yeah. I am sorry, but I will not support you. I don't agree with your ideas.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with
I
you.
also think you're as much of
I
a
understand.
racist as your
I'm
damn
glad you support the
members.
democratic process, at least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
They're also filled with racists and douchebags. Wonderful. And people like that actually get into government. Amazing. 1 minute, sir. First off, I need to do some menu stuff. We'll get Master Barrier. Some more in lift. And that's it. And codex entries. Humanity and the Systems Alliance. Terra Firma Party. Terra Firma is an alliance political party formed after the First Contact War. Its policy agenda is based on the principle that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. This covers a variety of legislation. Recent activities by Terra Firma include opposition to a law requiring high school alien language study, a proposal to increase tariffs on alien imports, and leading a popular movement to mark the First Contact War with a public holiday. Though founded by well-meaning individuals who feared the submersion of native human cultures under a wave of alien vogue, Terra Firma's agenda attracts many jingoists and xenophobes. Okay, well, one thing I have to say is, even though I did choose to save Caden this time, I do actually prefer that conversation with Ashley, because you just get a feeling it's a little more personal to her, which makes it a lot nicer to hear, as she absolutely lights into that guy. Like, you know the phrase, tearing someone a new asshole? Yeah, you pretty much get that when you bring her. But unfortunately in this playthrough, Ashley's dead. So we brought Caden. But yeah, that whole thing about Terra Firma, from what that codex entry said, the whole thing about wanting to raise tax tariffs on incoming goods, that's like the kind of thing the British Empire did it with their colonies, to try and encourage them to buy goods made in the Empire and make your country strong, kind of thing. So that wouldn't necessarily be so bad, but I guess the Alliance would be worried that would strain relations, which makes sense. But the idea of banning the study of alien languages, I don't see why they'd want to do that. I mean, I guess it's just the idea that if they slippery slope, they agreed to let people study the language, then one thing leads to another, and